Next at 6, a man shot to death inside his own apartment where he was able to make it to before neighbors called for help. City in financial trouble. Hear from the mayor of New Britain about an audit being done to uncover a massive deficit. And for some folks, it's the final phase to have debris removed after Winter Storm Alfred, when FEMA will stop taking their debris from their yards. Eyewitness News at 6 starts right now.
Live from WFSB, Connecticut's most watched local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Well, we begin with developing news this morning out of Farmington. A major mess on Route 4 as crews race to repair a massive sinkhole there this morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Irene O'Connor. We have team coverage on this developing situation with Alessa in our traffic center and Kim Lucy, who is live on Route 4 in Farmington. First, let's go to Alessa. Good morning.
Everyone felt that for justice to be served, the defendant needed to be convicted on these 17 counts.
The verdict for the second suspect in the Cheshire home invasion case is now in, and it now moves on to the penalty phase. There was a sense of relief for the family and close-knit community in Cheshire. After deliberating for more than 8 hours, the jury convicted Joshua Komisarjevsky on all 17 counts for his role in the Cheshire home invasion. The verdict could now put him on death row with his accomplice, Stephen Hayes. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Matt McFarland live in the mobile newsroom outside New Haven Superior Court with the latest. Matt.
All new at 6, less than a month after Storm Alfred took down trees and branches all across our state, one town is starting its final phase of debris cleanup. Crews at West Hartford are doing one last sweep, street by street, to pick up downed limbs and branches. Channel 3's Hallie Jackson has the story.
Stamford fire officials plan on releasing the cause of that deadly Christmas Day fire earlier than planned today. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Diana Rocco in for Kara Sunland. The fire chief says a news conference planned for 5 p.m. has now been pushed up to early this afternoon. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Kim Lucy is live with the mobile newsroom in Stamford with more on that story. Hi, Kim.
The town of Plainfield wants to eliminate blight, but attempts to get a law passed on the books was killed by voters in the past. So what is different this time around? Channel 3 New London Bureau Chief Kevin Hogan has the story from Plainfield. Kevin?
And now to an early warning weather alert. A flood watch is in effect for the state. Taking you live now to our city cam in Hartford. It's a pretty gloomy day across the state, and as you can see by looking through that camera and here at our radar, the rain is moving into Connecticut. So let's get right over to meteorologist Mark Dixon and the Early Warning Forecast Center, just as everyone got their basements dried out. Mark. We are following several breaking stories this noon. First, police in 2 parts of the state, Milford and Southbury, are investigating the discovery of dead bodies. In both places, 2 bodies were found inside of a home. First, we take you to the scene in Milford on Bronco Court off Burnt Plains Road. Police say a couple was found dead there. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Robert Goulston is at the scene, and he's joining us on the Eyewitness News phone line with the very latest. Robert? Thank you, Robert. And we move on to our other breaking news story. Sadly, 2 bodies found at a home in Southbury. Pinpoint News Tracker takes you there. It's on Chain Trail. Now, state police tell us in this case, it appears to be a murder-suicide. They do say they got a 911 call from a concerned family member. Police forced their way into the home there where they found the 2 bodies. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Heather Hedges is on the Eyewitness News line right now. Heather?
All new at noon, the investigation into state worker fraud after Tropical Storm Irene continues. Today, Governor Malloy announced 10 more state employees have come forward to multiple agencies, bringing that total to 44. 824 state employees filed for federal food stamp aid, originally meant for low-income families who lost power during Storm Irene. 29 employees at this point have been cleared of any wrongdoing. New at noon, fire crews in Woodstock were able to get a house fire under control. It happened this morning on Bradford Corner Road. No word yet on what started that fire. The fire marshal is now investigating. A driver is facing charges this noon after driving his car into a hotel in downtown Hartford. Police say the driver jumped the curb on Main Street and drove several hundred feet before crashing into the Residence Inn. People who witnessed the crash say the 2 people waiting at a bus stop were also hit. No word on how seriously they were hurt. A man from East Haven has been arrested on child pornography charges after images of child porn were found on his computer back in February. Officers say 55-year-old Victor Corvari Jr. took his computer to get repairs in Hamden. An employee found the images and called police. Corvari was arrested and is due in court next week. Route 10 in Simsbury is back open this afternoon after a car crashed into a utility pole last night. This all happened around 7 o'clock. Near Iron Horse Boulevard. Police say no one was hurt, but CLMP crews were called to the scene to help fix that pole. Let's take a live look outside now to our city cam in Hartford. State police continue to be out in full force as they try to keep the roads safe this holiday right through to the new year. So far, troopers have responded to 260 crashes. 2 of those were fatal. 36 people have been arrested for drunk driving across the state, and police have issued nearly 550 tickets for speeding and seatbelt violations. Troopers are also getting ready for New Year's Eve celebrations. Extra sobriety checkpoints will be set up throughout the state. All new at noon, preparations are underway for New Year's Eve festivities in Hartford. First night celebrations begin on Saturday, and all attendees can park for free at the Morgan Street Garage all day and night. You can also head over to Church Street after 1 in the afternoon and pay the discounted price of $2 to park. Events include fireworks, live music, and performances. For more information and a schedule of events, just head over to our website, WFSB.com. Republican candidates resume their campaigns as they continue their quest for the White House. We'll tell you who the frontrunner is. Plus, a sad end to a search for a missing little girl in Indiana who police say is responsible for her death. And before we head to break, let's take a live look outside at our New Haven City Cam. You're watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News this noon. Stay with us.
Go now to news from overnight. Percival Avenue in Berlin is shut down this morning after a pickup truck struck a utility pole, a fire hydrant, and a tree. This all happened just before midnight between Carbo Lane and Highland Avenue. Currently, about 200 customers are without power in the area. No one was hurt. There's a chemical leak in New Haven on Lenox Avenue. Crews say a drum spilled outside the Eurotech company, a manufacturing company there. Officials will not tell us what the chemical in that drum was, but they do say it is not a health risk and no evacuations were needed. No one was hurt. A family in Wallingford, along with 3 first responders, had to be treated for carbon monoxide poisoning yesterday. Police say a mother tried to use a charcoal grill in her kitchen at a home on Spring Street. She and her 5 children were taken to Yale New Haven Hospital. A firefighter and 2 police officers were also treated there. A neighborhood in Old Saybrook is still cleaning up after beavers caused some major flooding in that area. It happened near Route 1 and Route 154. Department of Transportation officials say beavers blocked a drainage pipe near a swamp with a dam. Floods of water were spilled into people's yards. Once they cleared the debris there, emergency dams were set up to help stop the water flow. A woman is recovering now after jumping into Quinnipiac River, the Quinnipiac River in New Haven, to escape a rapist, she claims. New Haven police say the woman was walking in a park alongside the river when a man approached her with a sawed-off shotgun. After struggling with that man, she ran and jumped into the water. A kayaker spotted her and pulled her to safety. Police caught her attacker a short time later, who was also in the water. A weekend-long carnival in Wethersfield is raising money for the Keene Foundation. We'll tell you about it coming up. And the Occupy Wall Street protesters are being asked to leave. We'll explain why.